Hey guys, I'm Alex.
And I am Evan.
And we're wasting time with. I thought we were playing M, but apparently this is the other M?
Yeah, we're playing one of the most reviled games on all the internet.
Which, we're trying to play scary games for Halloween, and what's scarier than the game that everybody hates?
Right? Are you terrified yet?
It says Team Ninja, so yeah.
Yeah, let's do this thing.
God, 2010, it's been that long.
So, I've wanted to play this for quite some time.
Literally forever.
Because, I've wanted to play it for the channel because I am of the very unpopular opinion.
Oh, so do I not use the Chuck?
Yeah, no, it's not Chuck. It's NES controller.
I'm apprehensive about this.
We're going to get to that and why it's amazing. But, I have the popular opinion that this game was not, in fact, terrible and was actually quite good in a lot of aspects. And unlike most people on the internet, I'm not limiting myself strictly to narrative and my Samus headcanon. I'm talking about gameplay as well.
Alright.
So, yeah, English. Subtitles on is good for
I speak English.
So, yeah, this game controls with the equivalent of a NES controller. Classic NES controller.
Okay.
Which is what the Wiimote half of a Wiimote nunchuck is.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Which, I did like that decision.
Alright, we get an opening cinematic. A high production value opening cinematic because Team Ninja made it.
And, if you look in the corner, you can see a tiny little ball going by saying, "Space!"
Yeah. So, well, I'll wait till after the cutscene to give my few disclaimers.
And there's a baby?
It is baby.
Is that a metaphor for something?
No, we're having a transcendental experience here.
Ah. Well, it's a blonde
Did you
baby.
play Super Metroid, or...?
I played Super Metroid.
Okay.
That is the only Metroid game I have ever played.
Then you'll see the perspective they're going for right now.
Why am I still alive? A baby.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that was...
This is the final boss fight
Yes.
from Super Metroid.
And that was Samus having a rather out-of-body experience as she straddled to death as the very large Metroid saved her, or brought her back from the brink.
And shoved a shitload of energy into her.
Yeah.
Thereby activating the Hyper Beam. Somehow.
Yeah, because it's lots of energy.
If you just shove a shitload of energy into a weapon system, it overrides all the other weapons.
That's
in
how
the
Iron
system.
Man's suit works.
Yeah, and it just has them shoot like giant laser beams at will.
I was so sad when that baby died. In Super Metroid.
Yeah, that was surprisingly well done in Super Metroid.
That hand reach, that was me playing the SNES game. I was like, no.
Apparently, when you speedrun Super Metroid, you need to get a specific number of extra health, because I guess that
you can't survive the
the laser beam that she shoots at you drains a very specific number of health from you.
Yes, that is true. I've actually experienced that.
Mother, time to go.
I liked it better when the Hyper Beam was a bunch of rainbows.
Right.
Might have been nice if they let me play that.
That would have been pretty classy, actually.
Like Symphony of the Night, how they let you play the last bit of the previous game as Richter.
That would have actually been really classy, yeah.
Wow, that guy's knows.
I awoke to the familiar voice of a quarantine officer.
I keep forgetting who the actress is that's doing Samus here. I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up, I'm curious.
I have been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the Hyper Beam, which was given to me somehow
let's see.
by the baby.
So we're acknowledging the Hyper Beam as a
I
story
made Mother
thing.
Brain to
Yes.
Okay.
And the explosion that followed destroyed planet Zebes.
So we're recapping the end of Super Metroid and the days that followed. Let's see here.
Right, let's get started.
So yeah, she just kind of suits up.
And she.
Basically, yeah. It's like Iron Man's nano suit. It's sort of
Ready for a quick test, Samus?
it's sort of like flexing a muscle, not in that it takes constant maintenance to keep on, but if she takes too much damage, the matrix will start to break up.
Ah.
And that's when you lose parts of it.
Okay. So I have a Mega Man charge attack.
Yeah, you've got the...
Charge beam.
Yeah, right.
The way I like it.
Mega Man did it first.
Okay, more ball.
Oh, that's it. Alright.
Go ahead and drop some bombs.
That is not a euphemism.
Okay. Morph ball mode and return to normal. Perfect, Samus. Alright, stand in the middle of the room.
No. Fine, I'll stand over here. Fucking
It's a trap!
fucking patriarchy telling me where to stand. Oh no.
Surprised?
That you're a dick? No.
To work your way up.
Oh, so she has like Mega Man.
You've got the wall kick. It works from either perspective, side to side or front to back.
So no more shine sparking?
You will later.
I don't have friends.
You've not got to aim specifically. If you're facing them, it sort of works like Iconoclast. It'll take care of the X and Y axis as long as you're facing the right direction.
Is that how Iconoclast worked?
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't play it, so
that is how it
I
works.
never realized that.
Except it was 2D, so there was only Y.
Right.
But yeah, you get the idea.
Let's check your reaction time. Here comes some beams.
So they're going to teach you the main mechanic, the new mechanic that was introduced in this game, and the main method of your survival.
Those are the
Oh.
You've got a quick dodge roll if you tap a movement with good timing.
I see.
That's going to be integral to you not getting wrecked by bosses and such.
So it's not going to happen.
It's generous. You don't have to worry about it too much.
Oh, I see. Okay, so if I'm charging when I do that, I get full charge.
Yet, if you begin to charge just after you do a dodge, you'll insta charge.
See, it wasn't working when I did that. The one time I pulled it off properly was when I held the button before the dodge.
So if you hold that vertically, she'll go into. If she holds her gun up like that,
Oh, okay.
and then you press A, you can refill your missiles. You can reload your missiles. And pointing at the screen wherever you are takes you into this mode. Smaller movements. And remember, you're pointing at the sensor bar.
You can't tell me where to point.
Yeah, you need subtle movements. Very slight movements.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be awful.
You want to move, very slowly, slight wrist movements, and just get on
But it moves really fast. Is kind of my. It's kind
Yeah,
of. It's kind
don't move it all the way to the edge is the trick.
Oh.
When you're locked on, you can... Yeah.
Looks like you ticked him off.
Yeah, this first-person mode is a free shoot mode, but if you get your crosshair right on the guy, you'll get a missile lock, and at that point you'll fire a missile, which does much more damage.
Instead of just standing here, how about trying to get to range?
And turn your controller back, sideways.
Well, I like being close combat.
Yeah, but, I mean, you can be, if you... It just depends on your view. So you can switch back and forth between the modes anytime, and freely, just by turning your controller.
Jump on its. Oh, okay.
Fire.
You didn't tell me the fire part.
Yeah.
You plan to just sit there when someone grabs you?
I mean, if you don't tell me what else I can do, yes.
Yeah,
that's
so
what
just basically dodge it and shoot it till it dies.
Now, jump on its head.
Dodge into it is what... Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, sorry, just jump on it. You can Goomba stomp things and get a nice meaty face blast.
Aha.
How about you try using a power bomb?
How about you go fuck off?
This area is well fortified, so don't hold back.
So you just charge a bomb.
Ah, I feel 10 pounds lighter.
Right?
Allow adequate room around you during power bomb play.
Power bomb
All right,
play?
Samus, that's it for the test.
It's like gunplay. Yeah.
It's not a word. It's not a phrase. It doesn't
I mean-
work with the
Quite a bit of
nomenclature.
damage. It's unbelievable how well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
Jessica Martin.
Right. You're
Never
doing
heard of
meeting.
Hold on.
The big dogs are waiting.
And this game is probably why.
Gave your suit
No, she did other stuff, I think.
This guy is very creepy.
Not even a fragment.
Stop it.
Everyone says that.
None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign.
Let's see.
I mean, she sounds like she's just permanently like stoned.
Never.
Yeah, so what I was going to say, one of the disclaimers I was going to give is
That
that
struck me once again.
the actress comes off a little flat in the early hours of the game,
The planet Zebes was annihilated. and
but it
all
does get better
were exterminated.
once you get to mid.
I missed Dolly again, but it felt momentous to me.
And with the portrayal of Samus that they're going for, I think they wanted to make her sound flat because they wanted her to come off across as a bit jaded.
Days went by in their quiet.
Well, I mean, she's got like PTSD,
People's
presumably.
recollections of Metroid
Yeah, and-
and space pirates grew nebulous over time.
I should get right
Relevant to the
into
past concern of the galactic
one of the
empires.
major points of contention
More than
surrounding
a
this game.
memory.
The suckiness.
People, they hear this kind of, they see and hear this kind of portrayal of
Common
Samus
SOS with the urgency of a
and don't like it because it
The
challenges
nickname comes from
their
the
image of
fact that the purpose
Samus,
of the signal is
and
to
they don't
communicate.
realize
The signal
that
was
Samus
sent
didn't
from
have much in the way of image or
the
characterization
course of
Right.
my ship as if this
at all,
detour had
really,
already
up
been
until
part of my flight.
Metroid Fusion almost,
Fingers
and
crossed.
the Metroid Prime series, but
It was as though it was
nothing
planned
definitive, it was all
specifically
reading.
for me.
I'm pretty sure that she said baby like way more times than is reasonable in this whole like intro part.
She does say baby quite a bit, and that is a problem.
I mean, it's almost like there's a theme that they're going for.
that is what people note.
The bottle ship,
Indeed.
where the baby's cry was coming from.
Indeed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't quite figure out what they're going for here.
Well, here's the thing. Japanese people made this game,
Uh-huh.
and
They're creeps. Okay, got it.
they think that when it comes to Japanese people and wordplay and conveying subtle messages involving English,
Uh-huh.
they tend to use a bit more repetition than, say, an American would or a native English speaker would, because,
Repetition?
yeah,
Repetition.
indeed.
Than an American.
Yes.
Repetition.
Right.
Okay.
The baby. And I have noticed that playing a lot of, I'm playing, what's the name? J.J. McField and the Island of Memories.
I've never heard of that.
Nobody's heard of that. It's pretty new. It's pretty new, but they keep repeating cardiac arrest and major hemorrhage.
Repeating?
Yeah, repeating. Way more than they need to, because it's not more than Japanese people need it. It's more than we need it. So in typical Metroid fashion, Samus just shows up to any old derelict that's emitting a distress signal. So when it forces you to do this, you're trying to look around for a specific thing. I'll give you a hint. It's
So
the
it's-
emblem on the ship.
So it's Phoenix Wright. Right.
Yeah, emblem on the ship. Just kind of, yeah.
Objection.
That's good, by the way. That really slight movements, that's what you want.
That's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
See if it lasts.
And never move your cursor all the way to the edge of the screen. Only get it near the edge and you'll begin to pan slowly.
You and your rules.
Well, hey look, you don't have to shoot the doors to open them.
What?
Heresy. They just auto-open,
Who builds doors that you don't open with lasers or missiles?
right? Get ready to say no, Alex.
Remember me?
Of course.
There's only one
Oh, you
person
remembered
who
him. Good, okay.
Yeah, he's that guy who called her princess.
Anthony Higgs of the
He was in
Galactic
all the
Federation.
Metroid games. Like Metroid Other M.
Hey, and your buddy
Now
said
already, we're departing into uncomfortable territory for many Metroid
Markovich,
fans.
a general
Because we're
galactic
talking to other
Federation
people, and other people
not
exist
only
in this
trusted
space
but
with,
also
other than
almost
Samus, you
an
see.
officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army.
No, there wasn't.
And then well, I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
And she just took her awesome technology with her.
Yeah, they can't take it from her. It's gene locked.
But I mean, like, like the fucking Federation wouldn't let, you know, the super soldier get away like that. There should have been a much more,
To answer his
you know,
question, I
disastrous
recounted the
fallout,
details of
you would
what had
think.
brought me to this place.
Well,
When I
perhaps,
asked
yeah.
what circumstances
I'm
led
not
the
too
Federation,
privy to the workings of the Galactic Federation.
Well, as a matter of fact, I am.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
the word he so obviously chose.
I mean, nobody can really stop her, though. Like, she's
Just
Iron
my
Man.
heart.
You can't...
Samus, can we talk to people instead of just ruminating on what they might be meaning?
Yeah.
Commander, we're all prepped. No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly...
I mean, part of the problem here is that Samus is the only person in the room who's not acting like a person.
And we can't get the barrier wall to open.
Yeah, she's just standing and listening. But then again, they're in the middle of an op.
But it's tricky to pull off without collateral.
Well, I just mean, like, she has like no like input on it. It's just like, you know, it would be reasonable for her to be like, what the hell are you guys doing here? What is behind that door? Why are we blowing things up?
Well, here's your chance to have some input.
I didn't mean button input.
Yeah, see, not quite to the edge, and you get a much smoother scroll.
Oh, wait, there we go. See, that's how you open a door. You should have misled it.
They don't have missiles.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Just call me the master of unlocking.
Yeah.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Yeah, you don't generally just hang out in a military op, but, you know, you can't tell him what to do.
Except he can. Because I've made even though he hasn't said anything, and they haven't established the authorization thing, I've decided not to use bombs or missiles.
Yeah. Because,
But-
I mean...
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what you do. Like, if you were just... Oh, shit.
I mean, we were talking about this before.
Yeah.
Like, the concept is fine. It's just like it's lazily established.
Sure. But, I mean, it's...
They could have easily had Adam just say, "All right, look, Samus, you can hang out here, but you know you're under my command, so I don't want you just shooting missiles and bombs around without my say so, because you know we're concerned about the structural integrity of the ship or some crap like that."
They'll actually They're just about to do that as soon as you get past this section.
Well, they should have done that before she goes, I'm not going to shoot any missiles or bombs.
I mean, it's not the most illogical conclusion to draw. It's sort of like if you just rolled up on, you know, our U.S. military doing stuff. You would say to yourself, I'm probably not going to do much shit.
Right, but it's framed badly, especially when it's core gameplay, like, for the series, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you had a Sonic game where Sonic just decides, you know what, I'm just going to walk for this first bit, you know, until I can, you know, until someone tells me I'm allowed to run.
Right.
And then you do a couple of stages where you don't get to run. You just kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, not a couple of stages, because apparently I'm going to get some explanation for this.
Yeah, they'll do exactly what you said in short order. They just gave you a couple of screens of walking before you run.
Well, I want it now.
I see.
I want the whole world.
I see.
I don't remember the rest of the song.
So yeah, you can use your mini-map there. You're encouraged to explore, but red is locked and green is open. Bathrooms. You can go in the ladies' room because you're a girl.
Did Adam authorize it?
Adam doesn't own the bathroom.
He doesn't own my missile pouch either. Missile box. Whatever the fuck I keep missiles in.
Well, true, but I think you can open one of the doors to the stalls.
I mean, I was pushing up against it. Do I shoot it? No.
Try pushing A or something.
I'm pushing stuff.
Buttons. Maybe
I mean,
that one that's partially open.
I mean, it all looks like it doesn't. None of it looks like interactable.
Okay, I could have sworn that one. Yeah, you're pushing the only button you have, right?
Well, I have 3 buttons.
Oh yeah. Oh well, I could have sworn maybe there was something there, but it's fine.
You swore wrong.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, for now, I just sort of see it as like if I had my gun on my belt and I rolled up, you know, on some soldiers doing a military op. Like, yeah, they don't own my gun, but I'm not going to shoot that shit.
Yeah, but if you had to suddenly walk through a few rooms of, like, you know, of zombies or, like, you know, hostile criminals, you'd pull out your gun and start shooting them.
Well, she did, but, you know, just the bombs. Just the bombs. She's still shooting the gun.
But in your example,
Hit that terminal.
But in your example here, we're using a gun.
Well, yeah. There's an interact button that we need to...
No, I just started hitting buttons. I don't know what I put.
Whatever you did to do that, that's probably what I was thinking in the bathroom, but you can come back. It really doesn't matter.
I mean, I was hitting everything. Oops. There.
So yeah, it's Metroid basics up till now.
She is like a little too floaty for my tastes.
Yeah.
Like she moves like a little bit too long when I want her to just stop for a bit. Just chillax, Samus.
So do you have...
Oops. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let me give you an example of some things that you may want to look for. So that's saying that a normal bomb will break that.
Oh, okay.
Let me give you an example of a couple things you want to be looking for. Oh, you can identify that as an energy tank. So get out of this view. Now, if you look carefully around the environment, see that little grating?
Yeah.
Why don't you ball up and roll up in there?
Oh. Well, that's just great.
So you want to.
Oh, but I can't use bombs.
Yeah, but you know, now you know. So you want to be looking for that kind of thing around the environment because the minimap can only tell you so much since it's in 2D.
Right.
So you want to not be a ball.
But the ball is adorable.
Well, you could wiggle past them as a ball. The ball is sometimes quicker if you're in a straight line.
I just like the way that she like wobbles, like in the ball.
Yeah.
It's very cute. Like somebody has to have like redrawn the ball, but like adorable, right?
Well, I mean it's a ball. It's pretty.
But I mean, like put like cute eyes in it or something. You know, make it like Ball-chan.
Oh, like more Ball-chan.
Yeah, like that has to be a thing.
So yeah, we need to find a way up. Once you turn on the power, it'll get easier to see.
Hopefully, because yeah, this is kind of dark.
You may consider just trying to pause menu and see if there's a brightness option right off the bat.
Let's see. Yep, that didn't. Is this where they hit the story?
It's up until it's like a recap.
I like that they were using the font from Super Metroid.
Yeah, isn't it? It's kind of classy. I guess not.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
All right, whatever. I don't need no light.
Yeah, there's side platforms. You'll want to bounce from the side to the middle column to the side again. It's sort of tiered.
Like the tears of the fanboys.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'll run around.
I'm getting stuck on stuff I can't even see.
Yeah. Back to the middle.
I had to get the. She has like that weird like jump arc.
Yeah, you gotta get used to it.
Okay, do I not go in there? Gonna go around.
So come forward. There's a catwalk like towards us,
Oh, okay.
and then you can go left and right.
Like with the shadow clone.
Yeah. These are save stations a la Super Metroid.
I keep thinking we're rolling credits whenever that thing like pops up, because it like flows up from the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, yeah. So it's exactly the same way. You get your energy back and your missiles back and blah blah blah.
Nice.
Those doors, that door is always the door for the save like station. So if you see that, you know you're going to be safe soon.
Aha. Alright, well actually I guess we should, well never mind. I was say we should cut it here, but
Yeah.
we have a cutscene.
Once you get through this sort of intro speech and boss battle,
What's up, patriarchy?
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
It's a bug, kill it.
Get away from me!
get ready for this guy.
I was gonna say, why is nobody killing the alien?
It's just the
That
little
was,
beetle.
yeah, that was tremendous
It's obvious
overkill.
that there was some pervasive danger
Yeah,
at
right.
the facility.
But Kyle's nervous. He's got a
I didn't
nervous
know
tick.
what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative.
It was impressive that he not only kicked the bug on the wall, but then like bullseyed it from across the room
Yeah.
with a full auto blast.
Galactic Federation soldiers ain't a joke.
I'm sure I'm sure that's going to be proven false very soon.
They're coming out of the wall.
One bug, two bug, lots and lots of bugs.
It's like million ants, but it's million beetles.
Open fire!
All right, so you want to practice that there dodge that they talk
Oh right,
about.
I already forgot.
So if your small arms fire isn't effective, you may have to find time to get one of them lovely missile locks. So kind of right after you dodge, you can perhaps lock onto that big kind of eyeball that may be a weak spot.
What? No.
And you'll have to go into your first person to do that.
Right.
This ain't good! Nothing's working!
If only I had a missile of some kind.
Free guns authorized! Seth, I'm authorizing missile use!
How come I can't use my freeze gun? Also, did the gun hear him?
No, she just turned it off.
Like as soon as she looked surprised.
Yeah.
It's like, ding! Oh, okay, missile's ready.
It's like, what's that gun? You want to fire the missiles.
That's what it looked like.
I can see that. Alright, so now you can do the thing I was saying. Yeah, just stay calm, nice small movements. You got it.
Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing! And Sim, you attack the frozen spot!
So,
I can see that.
missile the bad boy.
I can see that Adam is some kind of tactical genius.
Right. So, there's a skill to develop when you play this game is to go from first-person mode to quickly bringing your controller back to sideways mode to do a dodge. You'll get the hang of it as you play it. There's no way to master it right away.
I mean, if it was a good game, maybe.
Well, alright.
I'm just being mean. With good reason. The more I shoot him, the goofier he looks.
Go around. Frozen spots on the back.
I have to walk?
I know, right? It's so
lame.
hard.
Aha!
Shoot the beetle. Missile him.
He didn't authorize me to shoot missiles at the beetle. So the eye was a beetle all along.
Yeah.
Sure.
Samus. Looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation. On
I
this
mean,
mission.
do we have to pull up the mask every time we want to talk? It's see-through.
Follow my commands.
I
Yeah,
can
but-
see you.
The voice is weird.
Unless I say so. You don't fire until I say so.
I mean, they presumably have, like, shortwave communication.
Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic.
Oh god,
I
I've seen
love
this.
I love that this army uses the thumbs up for a salute.
Oh, and she gave the thumbs down!
Boom!
Down with the patriarchy!
There you go.
This is
I had
retarded.
my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool.
Like, you don't argue with Iron Man. She could kill your whole army.
But he would end all of his missions.
She's like
with
fucking
twice.
pouting.
Any objections?
I mean, she's a
lady?
little girl at this point, I think.
He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child.
Probably
Used
because
to
I was a
us Because
child.
I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul.
I'm trying to see what else she did. Hold on.
Isn't Samus supposed to be, like, really
Adam
tall?
would
Is
acknowledge
everybody
that
else
perhaps
just
by
way
calling
taller?
me something delicate.
I mean, I think she grew into it.
And I knew more
I don't know how
than
many years ago this
that
is
every
supposed
word
to
from
be, you
Adam
know?
was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders.
I don't see how you
The
get
other
both those
soldiers were
things
always
from
willing
the
to
thumbs
support me
down.
with easy smiles, despite the fact that I
Seems
clearly
like you
had
could have
so much yet to
eloquated, like,
learn.
hey, fuckface, I don't like being
Among
called
them was
lady.
Anthony.
And also, I
In the face
completely
of his
understand your mission.
well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child.
So, yeah.
This isn't YouTube,
Always
Samus. You can't just thumbs down everything you
Chip
don't
on my
like.
shoulder.
They're sort of showing Samus as a person with a lot of flaws when she was younger, and everybody
I
hates
felt that
that.
if I let my guard down, I would.
I mean, that's fine. Like, it's they're I don't mind that. They're writing her kind of dumb, and not like in a way that she'll grow out of. Just like they seem to have a fundamental misunderstanding of how people work.
I could see in
Japan
Adam's
loves
joking manner how
psychological
close that to
issues.
me.
It's why Ava changed the world for them.
Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else.
I mean, psychological issues are fine, but you have to establish that the person has them
Because I
and
was
is not
so
just
young when
really
I lost
stupid.
both of my parents, there's no question
Well,
I
that's
saw
what
Adam
exposition
as
is
a
for.
father figure.
But now let's talk more about her daddy issues and
When I
her
rebelled
baby.
against him,
Because the baby. Remember the
I knew
baby?
I could
The
get away
baby.
with it.
The baby.
And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him.
Alright.
See, we could have shown Adam having a
I
paternal
understood
connection
well
with her,
that
but
chances
instead
were
she's just
slim
telling us
that I
that it's a
would ever
thing.
find anyone that understood me like Adam.
Yeah. I suppose. I mean, I wouldn't mind more game.
When the
Is she
time
just
came,
standing
he
there,
stood
like
at
looking
his
off in
side.
the distance, and everyone's like trying to find the right time to break it to her? Like, Samus, we have things to do. Can we move on?
No, this is all happening quick. I mean, thoughts are fast.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain.
Sorry, can you repeat all that? I was
Here's what we do
flashbacking.
know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we
See, they all just decide to ignore her. They're like all standing in their own corner of the room while she's off
The
flashbacking.
situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps.
What else did you do, lady?
And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all pervasive. Your comm systems are useless.
Okay, well,
As a result,
there you go. They've
communication channels will
they've
be
explained
limited
it.
to the
They've
facility's
established that.
navigation booths.
Yeah.
Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Yeah, I totally have time to read all that. It's fine.
You cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment.
He's training base number 2. That's all I got.
For Sector 3.
It's not
Yeah,
nearly
dude.
enough time,
Seventh platoon.
but I love the really fast flying title. Is way too much information.
James is also the 7th platoon. Okay, and has a weird porn stash.
KG. Run a complete sweep of
So
residential
basically,
buildings
what you
and
wanted to look at was their little
survivors.
green roll up there.
Ah.
One was communications. He's the recon scout. I think
Do not forget to
the
check
black
your
guy
memory
was
via
demolitions.
navigation booths.
Yeah.
Can I use my freeze gun yet?
You go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running.
Because I'm an engineer.
Looks
Right.
like your comm system is
I mean-
still functional.
Yeah.
Remember,
Because it's
everything you see
better
will also
technology
be on
than
the
these
screen.
foolish humans.
Shouldn't he have like a tech guy to do that?
Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living
Hey, remember
things.
that thing that we taught you how to use in the tutorial? You're never gonna use it. Don't even think about using it. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
That was tutorial only.
If there are humans, they'll instantly be
Once the
destroyed
mission
by
in the
power
system
bombs.
management room is complete,
Or survivors,
I
not
need you to
humans.
report back.
Challenge accepted.
I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your
I
missions.
want her to give the thumbs down, but she forgets that she has the arm cannon on.
That's
Just like-
everything.
Arm.
Yeah.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a
Well, you've got a 50% chance.
It was the first time since I
Let's see.
realized that I was following the orders of a commanding officer.
Someone's like, "Hey Samus, high
I
five."
received certain orders from Adam.
Like shoots
I
hand
got
up.
confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded.
Understood, Adam.
You can tell she's strangely
Your
exhilarated.
objections, of course.
So yeah, your little yellow nav marker always moves, and it's an easy way to keep your progression moving.
All right, now I have normal bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we will pick this up in a little bit.
All right.
We'll
See ya.